Welcome and thank you for tuning into my channel. I have a ringing ears. Did I talk loud? Well, today I'm going to share to you how I achieve the look of my video the way it appears now. Here, these are not necessary items. These are just clutters in my anyway, I'm shooting my video with a Sony 5000. Surprise! Sony 5000. Why? I have Sony A7 here. Oh, this is Sony 6000. This is Sony A7 III. Where's the other Sony? Well, I'm going to show you with what the Sony A5000 can do, because people are just procrastinating making their video. They have so much idea, but then they want to have a high-end camera, because that's what I thought before. You have to high-end camera in order to create a video like this. Well, now I have to debunk that idea myself, because right now the Sony A5000 is the one recording this video, and look, this 6000 here. I love the 6000. It's nice. It's 24 megapixels and it's nice to use. But then I have an accident with this Sony A5000. I nearly ditched in the garbage, that one, because one day my grandchildren was here and swimming, and I put the camera in a case. I have a case for a Sony camera, but my mistake is like I was in a rush to take video underwater, so I put that in a case without noticing that there was a tiny wire that's got stuck between the lid that closes the camera. So it created a little pass for the water to go in and soak in. It's luckily that I noticed the bubble was coming in, so I removed right away, but it damaged the screen, so there's no screen. So and there's no viewfinder in this camera. And when I try to make it, to turn it on, it doesn't work. I dried it quick. Anyway, luckily I saved it. Now it's working. So it is an E-mount camera. So you can change. This lens can be used there, this lens can be used there. But I'm using a 32mm size lens that's attached to it now. I set it up to manual focus, single, and I put the aperture, because there are 32mm lens in it. The focal length has to be doubled, and the shutter speed has to be doubled of the focal length of your lens. So there's no 64, so I put 80, 1/80 the shutter speed, and I want to make this clear in the background clear and night clear, and just for the basic thing, basic video. You want everything clear. So I set up my aperture at f6.3. Now, the auto ISO is helping me to adjust the exposure compensation. I usually put the camera setting ISO at base. In this case, I could have put to 100, but then I cannot adjust the exposure compensation, because it's only available in this camera if it's in auto ISO. So I set it up to auto ISO and adjusted the exposure compensation until I am in focus. That means 0.0 the exposure compensation. Once I get that, I'm okay. This is the loop. But in order to adjust that, you have to, there's no ambient light here except the key light that I have. And then the two lights in the back, is it the, how do you call this, lamp stand, and the red light just to accentuate. You can make any color, you can use any color you want. You can change the color of the bulb. I could have a soft white there, but that's what I have. But you got the idea. Everything here is in focus. I am in focus. The background is in focus. So this is just the, if you bring it lower and wider aperture, like f.4, f.2, it's going to be, this might be out of focus from here going down. And if you bring the camera closer, you will not have the same framing, but you might have in focus the subject and blurry background. So it depends what you prefer. But for a very basic like video that you want, and usually for family video, this is the way you want. You want every detail in focus. So this is the setting that you can get, you can use. And the camera, in order to have this medium shot, the camera, I am about 8 feet away from the camera. So if you want to achieve this in experiment, you have to experiment with the light and the setting of your camera. If you find something valuable in this video, just let me know in the comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye now.